My name is Philip Harrelson. I'd like to welcome you back to the Barnabas study. And I'm doing some book reviews. And first of all, a huge shout out to Pastor Tony Mancino, pastors United Pentecostal Church up in the Pittsburgh area. And he has been a tremendous blessing to me for about the last 5 years. And he probably has sent me 500 books. And it's not just shelf fillers, but it has been some of the most incredible and valuable books that he has contributed to my library. And if anybody knows books, it's Brother Mancino. And he's also not just well-rounded as far as knowing books for what you would say evangelical under the Big Ten of Christianity, but he's very adept and skilled at knowing about apostolic authors. And so I'd like to talk to you about a couple of books that were written by a gentleman by the name of Muncia Walls. And I've never had the occasion to meet Brother Walls, but I have read several of his books. And so today with this one, I'm just going to mention a couple of them. And the first one is a book unto what were ye baptized, the Bible plan of salvation. And what Brother Walls does is he says that water baptism is a fundamental teaching of the apostolic church. The first message delivered by the man to whom the Lord had given the keys of the kingdom answered the question, what shall we do, with very clear directions which included water baptism. While through the years since the days of the apostles, the formula and method has been changed by various different religious entities, but the Bible remains clear in instructing us as to how baptism should be administered. And so Bishop Walls shares from a biblical standpoint how the apostles taught on this important subject. And this book has... it doesn't have a table of contents to it, but it's a fairly short book, a little over 100 pages. And he gets into a very good description about water baptism and how important it is, especially to the apostolic movement. Gives the obvious examples throughout the book of Acts. And increasingly, I think that as I have gotten older, I've come to realize more and more how important that our doctrinal stances are in a world that is shifting and moving in all sorts of directions. I think it's very important for pastors and for Bible teachers and Bible preachers to bring out and say, okay, what does the Word of God have to say about particular areas? And so this book, again, is very good. And Brother Walls did a very good job. He gets into a chapter, and this is sometimes some of the people that says that isn't baptism works. And he deals with that in chapter 10. And again, does a very good job with that. And so I would commend this volume to you as well. There's another one that Brother Mancino sent to me as well. And this basically is just a verse-by-verse commentary on the book of Romans. And again, Brother Walls did a very good job with that. He gets into the matter of who the author is, where it's written, who founded the church there at Rome. And again, he deals with justification throughout the book. 10 times he employed the word justified. 3 times he uses the term justification. And so in each one of these, he's got them broke down where that it is, you can see very good delineation of the verse that he's dealing with. He's got quotes. He quotes Archibald Brown, Advise Young Ministers. This is on page 23. And thus the gospel is a fact, therefore tell it simply. It's a joyful fact, therefore tell it cheerfully. It's an entrusted fact, tell it faithfully. It's an infinite moment. Tell it earnestly. It's a fact of infinite love. So tell it with feeling. It's a fact of difficult comprehension to many. And so use an illustration. That's again just some of the areas where that he does get into. And so again, I would commend this volume to you. Again, it's let's see, almost 250 pages or so. Just a quick verse-by-verse commentary. Brother Walls did a very good job. I did not know who Brother Walls was until Brother Mancino sent me these books. So again, I would certainly commend these two books to you, and I'll put the links in the description below so you can see about going and getting those. Well, Lord bless you, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you at some point in the future.